Once upon a time, in a small countryside village, there lived a mischievous and adventurous young boy named Sam. Sam loved visiting his grandfather, who was known for his witty sense of humor and captivating storytelling. One stormy night, with thunder rumbling and rain pouring down, Sam decided to pay his grandfather a surprise visit. As Sam arrived at his grandfather's house, he noticed that the power was out, leaving the entire place in darkness. Undeterred by the lack of electricity, Sam knocked on the door, and his grandfather, named Stave, opened it with a mischievous grin. Stave: "Ah, Sam, what a pleasant surprise. Come in, come in. We're having a power outage, but that won't stop us from having a grand time." Sam stepped inside, and they both settled down in the cozy living room, illuminated only by the flickering candlelight. The storm outside intensified, with lightning illuminating the dark sky and thunder echoing through the countryside. "Sam, Grandpa, it's so dark outside. This storm is really intense." Stave: "Indeed, my boy. But you know what they say. Storms bring their own kind of magic. Let me tell you a funny story about a stormy night just like this one. Once there was a clumsy wizard who had a habit of mixing up his spells. One stormy night, he accidentally turned his pet cat into a talking parrot." Sam burst into laughter, imagining the wizard's surprise and the parrot's hilarious attempts at meowing. Suddenly, a loud crash of thunder shook the house, causing both Sam and Stave to jump. Sam: "Grandpa, this storm is getting scarier. What if the power doesn't come back soon?" Stave: "No worries, my boy. We'll make our own fun. Let's have a comedy skit right here, right now. I'll be the clumsy magician, and you can be my hilarious assistant." Sam eagerly agreed, and they began their impromptu comedy skit, with Stave waving his hands dramatically and Sam mimicking exaggerated surprise and confusion. They exchanged witty dialogues and performed silly magic tricks, causing both of them to burst into fits of laughter. As they continued their skit, the storm outside intensified, with rain lashing against the windows and wind howling through the trees. The sound of thunder seemed to add an extra layer of excitement to their performance. Stave: "Abracadabra. Watch closely, Sam. I shall make this rubber chicken disappear." Sam: "Oh, Grandpa, I can't wait to see this. But what if it ends up in my pocket instead?" Stave: "Well, then you'll have a surprise chicken waiting for you when you least expect it." Their laughter echoed through the house, momentarily drowning out the sound of the storm. They were completely engrossed in their skit, forgetting about the darkness and chaos outside. Suddenly, a particularly loud thunderclap shook the house, causing the candles to flicker and casting eerie shadows on the walls. Sam and Stave paused, their eyes wide with mock fear. Sam: "Grandpa, do you think the storm is trying to join our comedy act? It's certainly making a grand entrance." Stave: "Oh, absolutely, Sam. The storm wants to be the star of the show, but we won't let it steal our thunder." They both burst into laughter at the pun, their voices mingling with the sound of raindrops hitting the roof. The storm seemed to add an extra layer of excitement and adventure to their evening. As their skit came to an end, the power suddenly flickered back on, flooding the room with light. Sam and Stave blinked in surprise, momentarily blinded by the sudden brightness. Stave: "Well, it seems our comedy act was so electrifying that it brought the power back. We truly are a dynamic duo, Sam." Sam: "Grandpa, you always know how to turn any situation into a fun-filled adventure. Thank you for making this stormy night so memorable." Stave: "And thank you, my dear grandson, for bringing laughter and joy into my life. Now let's celebrate with some hot chocolate and continue our evening of laughter and storytelling." And so Sam and Stave spent the rest of the stormy night, sipping hot chocolate, sharing more stories, and creating beautiful memories that would forever be cherished in their hearts. The storm outside raged on, but inside the cozy house, the warmth of their bond and the echoes of their laughter prevailed.